Hello! So, the eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that on my desperate plea for a hat the other day, one of my favourite feed brands, Forageplus, came forward and saved me from my fashion disasters. They told me they would expedite a new hat to me as quickly as they possibly could. So today, only 3 days later, given that 2 of those days were Saturday and Sunday, this very heavy hat has arrived for me from Forageplus. I mean, I'm going to have to start doing some neck exercises if my head is going to hold this hat. So I thought you all might like to join me in unboxing whatever is in this package. I especially love that it is marked as extremely urgent because, let's face it, my hat situation was indeed extremely urgent. So what have we got in here? I don't know if violence is possibly the only option. It's very well packaged. Ooh, I think we might be in risk. So what have we got in here? Ooh. So bearing in mind I'm expecting a hat out of this package. Oh! Amazing. I've got the Performance Winter Balancer, which actually when I took their quiz online the other day, turns out is the one that I need for my horse. I am looking to change her balancer up a little bit. I've been using the natural vitamin E and the micronized linseed from Forageplus, but I haven't tried their winter performance balancer. So I'm really intrigued actually to have a proper read of what's in it. I'm a little bit obsessed about what is in their feeds. One thing that's been really helpful was actually in one of their posts they did the other day, they talked about what else you need to be feeding with the balancers, and actually that was a real gap in my education. I didn't know quite how to balance her feed correctly, so their suggestion was they should be on some sort of pulp beat, so speedy beat in my case. Our horses are barefoot, so we have to be really, really careful with sugar and starch. So a beet pulp, so speedy beet, a grass nut, they're on grass nuts already, and then I'd been feeding a different balancer with that. But I am really excited to try this. It's really helpful that they do these try-size packs because they're available on the website as well. You can see there, that's just so you can try them, a smaller dosage, because particularly if you have a horse like Cassie, she's really fussy. So making sure she will eat things, you know, you don't want to spend the money and then discover your horse won't find it palatable. So excited to try that. Put that off to one side. What else have we got? Oh, very, very handy. I mean, I collect these. I don't know about anyone else, but I have masses of them knocking around, but never the big ones. And look at this, guys. I've got the 50mm and the 75mm now, so my life's a better place. That should make it much easier to weigh out everything correctly, because the thing about all of these feeds is they're really, really precise with the measurements, so you know your horse is getting exactly what it needs. It's chunky. Throw that to one side. Hoof and Skin Equine Balancer Winter. Oh wow. So another balancer to try. How amazing is that? I can't believe how generous these guys have been. So this is the Hoof and Skin Health Winter Balancer. So this wouldn't be my first port of call for Cassie. She's got amazing feet, but we also have a couple of quarter horses. As I said earlier in this video, our horses are all barefoot and some have struggled more than others adapting to that. So I know that Ness, the little dun quarter horse, this has got her name all over it, especially with skincare as well, because she's never quite as shiny as the rest. So there's possibly something that she's missing there. Oh, it's got the vitamin E in it already. All sorts. Biotin, so that's the hoof stuff, the folic acid, which I can only associate with taking when I was pregnant. I wouldn't advise this for pregnant women, probably. But yeah, oh, so it's got the linseed in it already, the micronized linseed, which is great for those glossy coats, which is why Cassie already looks so gorgeous and glossy, because she's already on their supplement. Wow. And this one is specifically for winter. I love that. I'm feeling so blown away by having received all this. And the box is feeling a little lighter now, but finally, the one we've all been waiting for. My desperate need has been answered. I have got my brand spanking new, gorgeous, love Forageplus. I love you, Forageplus. Thank you. Look at the floofy toggle. Just get that on. Oh man. How much better is that? I mean, my fashion disasters have been ongoing now for probably the best part of 36 years. I'm 36. And I think things are about to start looking up for me in the headwear department. I mean, this is just gorgeous. It's super cozy, warm. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for my balancers that I've got to try. And I'll be really excited to share my progress, how I go on with those. So massive, massive shout out to Forageplus, who did not need to send me all of this, for answering my call for a hat, which was turning into a desperate situation. I am so grateful. So cheers, can't wait to give it all a whirl. So one more little thing hiding down in the bottom of the box was a lovely note from Forageplus. That is just to say that they liked my hat reel, because it made them laugh. Yes, I do tend to be laughed at, not so much laughed with. And that they've included these trial packs for me to try, which is amazing. But most excitingly of all, I've got a discount code, so I can share a Forageplus discount with anybody else who hasn't tried it before. I will be sharing on my stories and on my YouTube and on my Instagram how I go on with the balancers. And if anybody else fancies giving them a try, then you can use my discount code, which I will put on the screen somewhere, and it is FEEDME10, FEEDME 10, and that gives you 10% off, which is amazing. I'm going to do a dedicated video for vitamin E, because that's something that literally changed my life and Cassie's life. We were on the brink of giving up with her completely, and I'm talking, I've had her x-rayed, MRI'd, I've had her full body checked by not just one vet centre but two, because she was seeming to be unrideable, and the key ingredient in the end for fixing her was vitamin E, which, if I'm honest, I'd not heard of. After many, many years of being in horses, I didn't know it existed. So I'll save that for another video. But if anyone would like to try some of these products for 10% off, then use my code FEEDME10. I feel really trendy saying that. Thanks.